Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. I feel like I haven't spoken to you guys in a little minute. I feel rude, actually. I just show you guys so much of my vlogs, so I feel like I kept you a little bit out of the loop there for a few weeks and I really missed you guys. So I'm really excited to be here and filming today. This video is a highly requested video. This video is how I essentially got started in the industry, how I started collaborating with brands, working with celebrities, working on set. Yeah, I'm gonna tell my story today, I guess. A little bit more in depth than I usually do. But if you are interested in seeing how I got here, then keep on watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Okay, so my whole career started when I was 18 years old. And it's really funny because anytime that I'm on set or I'm at a wedding or I'm working, people are like, how old are you? Like, I thought that I wanted to be a criminal psychologist. I found it really interesting and I was actually studying that. And I was working part-time at a chemist. And I had no idea how to do my makeup. I would not put on foundation correctly. I'm talking a bronzer that's like 6 shades darker than my skin, all over my face, down my neck. That is it. Wouldn't even put on mascara because I thought I would stuff that up. I used to get it on my eyelids, so I never used to wear it. And then I would just put on some Vaseline or pawpaw. Off I went. And when I meet people now or I'm on set or whatever, they're like, oh, you must have been really good at makeup. And I was like, no, I was terrible. Really. So my whole career, I guess, started with me just wanting to know how to do it for myself because I had no idea. So I thought if I am going to go to makeup school, then I'm going to go to a good makeup school. I wanted to save up all my money and go to Napoleon Purtis, which at the time the course was quite expensive compared to the other ones, but it was a good known school and I thought, you know, maybe I could work with them one day, I guess, if they know that I studied with them. So my first day of my 9-week course, I fell completely in love with makeup and I guess realized my calling in life. I always thought if I was going to go out and do it on my own, then I have to be 100% confident in what I'm doing. So after I finished my course, I was lucky enough to get a job at Napoleon Purtis. Being at Napoleon Purtis for the amount of time that I was, which was about 3 years, I learned so much about myself and dealing with customers and just dealing with customers, retail makeup. Like, I just absolutely take my hat off to the boys and girls who I see all the time in retail makeup. They have so much patience. You learn so much patience with doing people's makeup in a shopping center. You learned so many important things about this job that I couldn't recommend working in retail anymore. So my retail experience was working for a few years at Napoleon and then moving over to MAC. So I was pretty confident in what I was doing, but because of Instagram and social media, I was able to start my own business. The thing is about makeup and being a makeup artist, if you're gonna go and do someone's makeup that's booked you, 9 times out of 10 you've never met them before. And if they're a recurring customer, then that's great. But most of the time you've never met them before, especially if you're going to a wedding. And that can be really scary for a lot of people, especially if you are someone like me who's probably a little bit more reserved as well. I guess it's thanks to retail that I was able to be so confident in my job. So I remember just before I had gone into retail, I was just so nervous anytime I had to do someone's makeup. I would literally have something like this and I'd be like, do you like that color or do you like that color? After like every 5 minutes, I would just ask her the next product. I would ask her if she'd like it and she's like, you're the makeup artist, you need to tell me. So I think being in retail really gives you that confidence so that you are able to walk into a room where there is, you know, 9 or 10 people that need you to do their makeup. So I guess for me, confidence was the biggest thing in my career and how I was able to move forward, because I was able to take control of the situation and say, okay, I know my job, I know what needs to be done, and this is how we're going to do it. So after being out on my own for actually not even a few months, I got into doing photo shoots. I was lucky enough to do one photo shoot that led to another photo shoot that led to another photo shoot. So I guess in this industry, I guess once you get your foot into the door, you do end up doing a lot of the same thing because other brands see that you're working with other brands and they trust you. They think, okay, they've come up with a look. I like that look. I want that look for my brand as well. So for me, it was really just getting my foot in the door and doing a few different photo shoots with different brands, which led to then more brands, and it actually became a full-time job. Working with photo shoots is a lot of fun because you're able to see your work in store sometimes on websites. So looking back and seeing that is and definitely seeing the progression of how you do change over the years is really fun. So I guess after a little time of freelancing, I was always putting out my work on social media and also doing makeup looks on myself. So I think something that's really important for me or someone like me is to do your own makeup with all these different sort of styles that you wouldn't even do on your clients usually, and show brands that you're using their products. So for me, if I'm going to use this palette right here, which is a beautiful Maybelline palette, I'm going to take a photo and I'm going to put it on social media and I'm going to tag Maybelline and let them know that I've used their product. It actually gives them knowledge that you are using their stuff, you like their stuff, and if they like the photo, they're going to repost it as well. So I get a lot of messages asking how I do get PR products, how why they send them to my house, like what do I do? Is it just because you're posting it? Brands will always want to outreach to makeup artists or to you if they feel like you're a good representation for their brand. So for me, that is all because when I put out on social media my work and my photos, I let everyone know what I'm using. I let everyone know what I'm using because I just think that it's just common courtesy. Now I just feel like you have to tag to let us know what's going on in that photo, you know? Like when I see a photo and no one's tagged anything, I'm like, that is so rude. Tell us, where is that dress from? Where is that lipstick from? You know what I mean? So I'm always like putting out my photos on there, but I'm just letting people know, I guess, what I've used. I like to use myself as a guinea pig. A guinea pig with very sensitive skin, but I play with the product and make sure that it is of high quality before I use it, or if I am doing something for the first time, it's always on YouTube, so I can give you guys my feedback. I'm never going to say, oh yeah, this product's amazing just because I got it for free, which I know that sounds cliche because people are like, ah, yeah, sure, you just say that, but it's actually the honest truth, because for me, it doesn't come down to if I get something for free or not. I am very, very careful with what I recommend to people. So anytime I am going to get something, it's so important for me to play with it first. I need to make sure that it's safe to use on my clients, reliable to use on my clients, because I am a working makeup artist. That is how important it is for me to recommend good products to my clients. So I got a message from a beautiful girl the other day on Instagram who just really wanted to know how to collaborate with brands and how to get the brands to notice you. For me, collaborations are so important to me. They're so exciting because I love working with beautiful makeup brands because that is my passion, and that just really follows through the last thing that I just said, which is sharing your work on Instagram, sharing everything on Instagram, on social media, tagging the brand, let them know that you're using their stuff, and if they do like what you're producing, then they're going to follow through with the collaboration. It is definitely not as easy as calling up a brand saying, oh, I'd love to work with you, because you know, they really need to get to know you first on Instagram. Well, they need to like the content that you're producing to obviously collaborate with them in the future. So I think if you have a favorite brand, you know, create a video, use their stuff, let them know that you're using their stuff, and if they love the look, of course they'd want to collaborate with you further. So the question that I get so much as well is, how did I get here? How did I start working with celebrities? And how did I start working on set with celebrities? Sacrifice. Everyone doesn't want to hear that it's sacrifice. It's sacrifice. Everything that you need to accept when you are working towards your dreams and your goals. You know, when I say sacrifice, I mean like working at 5 o'clock in the morning till 5 o'clock at night, and fitting in your, you know, your clients, and then if you get the opportunity to work with a celebrity, not cancelling on your clients and fitting them in as well. Again, it is so much about sharing what you are doing on social media. Working with celebrities is exactly the same thing as working with brands. The good thing about social media is that your work is shared all around the world, and if someone loves that and they want it for themselves, then they're going to book you too. You just never know when that email is going to come. I guess I forget sometimes how hard I've had to work to be where I am, and I still have so much hard work to get me where I want to be in the future. And sometimes it's funny, I get an opportunity or I work, you know, with an amazing brand, and I just look at my sister and I just take a deep breath and I'm just like, it was worth it. Like, I got a splinter. Oh my god, I haven't had a splinter since I was like 10. So yeah, I guess there is so many more things that I want to do in my career, and it's funny because, you know, you forget how hard you worked sometimes. You know, for me, I wanted to work so hard in creating a YouTube channel for you guys, but I already had a full-time job. YouTube is not my full-time job. So anytime that I am filming for you guys, I'm either filming on my day off, or I'm filming at 10 o'clock at night when I've been working all day, you know, running from a shoot to a bridal party, or, you know, whatever it might be. So definitely sacrificing is so much of what it takes to achieve a goal. And you have to be willing to commit yourself to that as well. You know, you see yourself grow, which is good, but it always just at the back of your mind, remembering how hard it was to get there will always make you appreciate each step, I think, along the way, which is what has happened for me so much. But I guess the biggest thing that I need to always say is that you need to remain professional in your career. So how I deal with negativity, I guess, is that I block it out completely and I pretend like I didn't even hear it. Well guys, that's the end of our little talk time. I hope you enjoyed this video. I will see you guys next time.